Why would you do that? Why would you restart it? Just stop touching things. Stop. If I don't tell you to restart, Nor, just let it go. Don't ever restart if I don't tell you to. I'm going to kill you. Welcome back to the Piggyback Podcast. If I don't tell you to hit the undo button, Nor, don't hit it. Don't hit it. Woo!
We never listened to this the full thing through.
It's not a very good song. Great for the podcast. The listeners, this is what listeners want to see, obviously. Just nothing happening at all. That's what you came for, guys. It's a whole 50 seconds long. Cut it off. Okay. But welcome back to the Piggyback Podcast. Woo! Yeah! Today, on the podcast, you got your great, beautiful host, James King, and you got my amazing co-host, I guess co-host.
Oh yeah, I'm Nor
Anuk Awir. Oh, what?
Yeah, sorry gang, it's like a 2-person podcast today.
Yes.
We couldn't get any interesting people.
Olive had to go.
And unfortunately, no more political slop. No me yelling. No. I'm taking a vow to not yell.
But today,
my throat hurts too much.
Instead, we're going to do a little segment that I like to call What's Happening in James King's World Today? Let me try it again. What's happening in James King's world today? So today, right, what we're going to do is I'm going to go on our local news website and find some fun, cool topics about what's happening in our town.
We're still doing political slop.
It's not political slop because it's not going to be inherently political news. It's just going to be news in general. Just talking to the microphone.
It's political slop, guys.
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you guys thought you were going to get away from political slop.
Oh, sorry. There's an announcement going.
Let's just talk over it. Okay.
Yeah, I have prepared around seven different. Okay.
6, 7.
7 different topics to talk about today, okay? And the first one is not that interesting, unfortunately. I'm not even sure if you actually shop here, Nora, but I don't know if you know this. Aldi is removing 44 ingredients from its products by the end of 2027.
That's like the knockoff German knockoff Walmart
in Germany.
Germany.
A very strange thing he does where he just calls everything a knockoff Walmart. Like Walmart is the pinnacle of shopping.
It is.
Which is crazy, obviously,
Trader Joe's knockoff Walmart. Target, richer Walmart that has less stuff in it.
Have you been to Target before, Nora?
Aldi's, it's just knockoff Walmart.
See, that's crazy.
Just knockoff German Walmart from Germany.
Have you been to an Aldi before?
I know. Yes, I know.
Aldi's like known for I think it has.
It's from Germany.
It's from Germany.
It's Walmart, but from Germany.
Known for? It's like known for their organic products. Yeah, high quality, budget friendly, private label products. A streamlined, no frills shopping experience.
Is it from Germany?
Cost saving initiatives.
Is it from Germany?
I'll look it up. Is Aldi from Germany? Let's see. Okay. Yes, Aldi is a Germany company founded in Essen, Germany, by Anna Albrecht in 1913, and her sons Theo and Carl taking over it in the 1940s. But yeah, apparently it wasn't very massive until around the year 2000 when it first came to America. Looks like. Oh no, actually, it came to America in 1976 in Iowa. So I just lied to all your faces.
Yeah.
But fun fact, Aldi also owns the Trader Joe's chain in the United States. So
knockoff German Walmart and knockoff Walmart, again, they're just both the same.
I think
it's like how Sam's Club is the same as Walmart, but it's like a knockoff, like Walmart.
Let's look up the Walmart. Aldi is generally cheaper than Walmart, often by a 17% margin on staple items, making a better option for budget-friendly, conscious shoppers.
When we say budget-friendly, like it's like weirdly like the way saying it's just like people can't don't want to spend that much like it's weird like I say like budget friendly. It sounds weird.
I think they mean most people have like a shopping budget, obviously, like they have like a budget money to spend on shopping every week.
No, I just buy stuff. We just buy stuff.
Oh yeah, well I mean I'm sure like your parents like set across like a certain amount of money every week to go buy shit with.
Like, they probably do, but I just don't pay attention.
Yeah, but I guess since where this we're saying budget friendly comes from, then I would bet. But yeah, it looks like for meat, for bacon, Walmart beats out Aldi.
What the hell is bacon?
For bacon, sorry. But for chicken, Aldi wins, and then for ground beef, Aldi also wins. So it looks like for the most part, Aldi is actually cheaper than Walmart.
Can you go in the same place you can buy clothes for your kids, a cool book, a Nintendo Switch, a gun to shoot people, and toothpaste, toothbrush? Where else in America can you buy all of
Do you need all that in one spot, though?
Yes, you can.
Costco.
I can buy a gun Wait, you buy just guns in Costco?
No, these not guns in Costco.
There's guns at Walmart. We literally saw it. We literally there. They were there. There's guns at Walmart. They have it right next to the bike section, bro. I can buy my kids a bike and get teach them to ride a bike and shoot a gun at the same time.
Honestly, I think Walmart has too much stuff for being for real. I think it spreads itself too thin for being like.
It doesn't need too much.
Well, because I think
we're supposed to get
instead of having like a lot of stuff that's really good, it has like a lot of. Instead of having like a smaller stock that's like really good in quality and not overpriced, they have like a lot of shit they don't really need. That just kind of takes up space. I feel
Walmart's cheaper than Target on average.
That is true, but it's more expensive than Aldi. So why would you go there to get food if you can go to Aldi instead?
Because Walmart is close to my house. If I go to like
but
that's just
that
is true. That's a true thing. Like you have to think about like how like factor in like how much it costs to like
does
go
that make Aldi better?
To places. I mean,
does it make Walmart better than Aldi?
Walmart, you can find Walmart everywhere. You can find it in the hood. You can find it in an ocean. You can find it in the what was the lyrics, bro? The lyrics.
I have no clue.
Goddamn, no. Okay.
What song is it? Okay, whatever. No.
No. Don't worry.
We'll hook it up.
I'm
looking it up. For today, I want to go over our sponsorship for this podcast episode, and I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor today, ourselves. Woo! Yeah. But for today, our podcast sponsored by ourselves. Sponsored by ourselves. So if you're watching this episode, go down below, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, go to follow our socials, like follow our TikTok and follow our YouTube Shorts page. And we used to have an Instagram, but we got banned for hate speech, unfortunately.
Wait, so really?
Not Instagram anymore. Yeah, because of the anti-Israel thing. You know how it be, obviously. You know how it be. The left-leaning government shutting down our right-leaning political.
We're just saying the right stuff.
We're saying the right stuff online. But yeah, go out there, go follow us, subscribe to us, like us, stuff, all that kind of whatnot. Make sure you show your support in the comment section below. Because as you can see, our podcast gets no numbers and dies. Never reposted.
We get people watch. We get people on our social media.
That is true. So if you like our content here, go follow me on TikTok. You'll probably like it more there because it's more short form for your little dying shriveled brains. You can kind of take in the content faster and faster. Are you done yet, Norm?
Goddamn, couldn't find it. I was gonna make a reference to a Dr. Seuss book where they say like all the places you can eat green eggs and ham. I was gonna say Walmart, but it took too much and I can't find it. It ruined it.
I did find
there was a Netflix show about green eggs and ham. It was kind of peak.
What? Apparently, it's a green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham Netflix. Is it good?
I mean, it was good for me.
Is it a comedy? It's like
an action adventure comedy kind of.
Yeah. I'm seeing this shit. I'm seeing it. I don't know. I didn't even know it existed. Honestly, is it woke?
I watched it.
Green eggs and ham?
No, don't worry. Two straight men who are best friends, but they're not dating or anything, and the orange guy gets a wife and kids, but he does unfortunately end up marrying a single woman, a single mom. So the wokeness is in there. It's in there.
Kirk Cameron says that it is actually a really well written show. Thank you, Kirk Cameron.
How much is this on the woke scale? How woke would you call this?
I want to check out. I think it's like a woke scale.
Oh, it actually is. It's actually real.
Yeah. Website that tells you how woke a video game is.
How much women and black people are there?
Or is it woke? Yeah.
Is there no black people?
It might be blocked in their school Chrome, but yeah, it's all blocked. Fuck.
God damn it! The school doesn't want us to find out the truth.
Yes.
They're stifling us.
Oh my god! It's all blocked.
It's all blocked.
Yes. Like I'm trying to find like it's like a woke game quiz. That's blocked. There's like a woke content detector. That's blocked. There's like a article written about woke. Oh my god! Wait, does it have a list? No, there's no list here. Fuck, dude. There's nothing. Okay, I want to say this right. I understand that our school system is trying to keep us from spelling out hate speech, or whatever. Right? I get that. That's fair. That's fine. I support that entirely. But the fact that there are so many websites on this Chromebook and stuff that won't pop up if you look for it because it's anti we tried, me and Nora, right? Or me and Olive, I guess, is what it was. We're trying to find more articles that were anti-abortion, right? So we were scouring the internet, and we found out that on our school Chromebooks, they will actually block results from pro-life websites and whatnot because it's against big education.
Oh, that's weird. See,
thing.
I
think
we talked about this before. Wait, no, I don't think it did. No, we did. We did talk about once, like how the internet is like mostly like left leaning. Like,
but I went on my phone.
Like in neutral spaces, neutral, because technically that's like that was what was the thing you were saying?
Pro-life.
Okay, not that, maybe not that, but there was like
the woke detector thing.
Okay, I can't remember. See, there's like technically like neutral stuff that isn't technically political inherently.
Okay.
But you'll find like if you go into those spaces and you say like anything like right leaning or whatever, you get like called like left leaning. I'm not even right leaning, honestly.
Yeah, but what
I am just like center left. Center left individual. I'm just finding interesting.
I was too woke for Roblox. They banned me on Roblox.
I wasn't woke enough for the liberals. I was too woke for the right wingers. I had to become center left.
I said that trans people were real and they banned me on Roblox and they killed me. They shot and killed me in the streets. They said no more. I said okay, you got me. But yeah. I would go off. I would go on my phone and type in like pro-life articles about abortion. I could find them on my phone in like seconds. But if I go on my school Chromebook, if you type in pro-life articles about abortion, you will instead find articles written by people who are pro-choice about pro-life stuff, which is very interesting to me. I'm not too sure if they meant for that to happen, if like the hate speech that is in the pro-life articles are just naturally.
Let's see. Do they block all the hate speech websites?
That is true. You can get on like websites like the Daily Wire if you wanted to, which I used to go on all the time. Daily Wire is Alex Jones's news site, which I used to go on when I got bored in school. But point is that most like the hateful content online is actually filtered out through our Chromebooks and our search results through Safe Search, I believe, something like that. Point is that it is strange how just certain avenues of information and certain like perspectives are completely blocked out by our school computers, which are educated and dictated by the educational board, which dictates what should and shouldn't be allowed in our computers. It's very interesting.
I love how we said it was going to be a non-political slop episode, but it basically became political slop.
Yeah,
again.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm like pro any of like the pro-life stuff. Obviously, I'm not saying like pro-racism, but I just think there's something to be said about how much the information that we as students and children are taking in is filtered through the board of education. I
wonder how much like censorship like helps, because as you can see, like if somebody doesn't know how to like discern right and good and wrong opinions, and like in this case like pro hate speech opinions. I don't, we objectively are going to say like objectively those aren't good. I'm sorry, saying that we need to hang black people. I'm sorry, guys. That's not like a neutral take.
Like, kill trans people and Jews. That's not.
That's not. I'm sorry, guys. That's not good. We're taking a stand once. We're taking a stand.
We're hopping onto our soapbox and saying you shouldn't call for the murder of certain groups of people. That's not a good thing. That's our anti-hate speech message today. Yeah. But yeah, it's just very strange to us how a lot of the information we try and find online can be streamlined, can be filtered through.
This internet is like so slow. Because I'm trying to like find like I know it's like an official like neo-Nazi like association in America. I was trying to find a website and figure out if it's blocked.
I don't can find it or not. Like, I was going
to talk about something. I was going to say I wonder how much like censorship of ideas and like not letting people like learn about like if it helps them or not. Because like obviously like people like who are just like can be like vulnerable to certain ideas or whatever, like if they don't learn the critical thinking skills to avoid it, they might think, what, Hitler might have been based, guys. It might have been based. They can't realize, they don't realize that. So, like, I guess I could see not wanting people to learn certain ideas, but like those you can make it kind of like a forbidden fruit for once. Someone like thinks that they're like just uncovering something secret. Like that's basically the reason. That's the reason why we don't just say don't do drugs, don't have sex, but they actually like say the negatives that can happen because of it.
The counterpoint would be like we learn about Nazism in school, right? We learn about hate groups and whatnot. We learn like a lot about anti-race crimes, like gay crimes. That happens all the time. So we are like educated on these groups of people in school. You just can't really get their perspective very easily, I guess. Which I don't really know why exactly you'd want to.
You don't want to know. You want to know like why they think that. It doesn't. I just want.
I know why you want to find it in school. I guess is all. You can find like because everyone. If you can find one high schooler who doesn't have a phone of their own at this point, I will blow my fucking brain clean.
My little sister who's like, I forgot.
She's in high school.
No.
Oh, that's why I said high school, obviously.
Elementary school. She technically has, she has like an iPad. I was going to say phone. She doesn't have a phone. She has an iPad.
She has access to the internet, though, right? Like she can go on Google, look what she wants.
My young sister, like 5 years old, she like uses my mom's and our dad's phone a lot to watch cool Peppa Pig,
So I wonder, does it even matter if they're blocking at this point? Because it's not that they're really stopping anybody. If we wanted to find stuff, we can. I did, right? I went on my phone if I wanted to.
The thing is, like, you can only find stuff if you know what to look for. If you don't know what to look for, you can't find it.
That's fair enough. I guess it doesn't matter. I think that it mostly doesn't. Does it matter if the school system tries to keep you from learning about stuff like by blocking it online? I wonder. Because I understand, like, you know, changing curriculums to take out certain parts of history and whatnot is bad, right? Because people never like learn what to look for.
You know, but if you create that forbidden fruit effect that make people actually like want to like learn it more. I think they're uncovering something secret, you know, something cool. Like how some people think like, oh, I don't want to vape, but you know, it can't hurt that bad. It can't be that bad, you know, or whatever.
Whatever. I think we've been on this point for a long time. We gotta move on, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This one, Ryan likes this one a lot, actually. Report says legalizing online sports betting in Nebraska could generate over $87 million in just 5 years, which would critics say that the estimated revenue impact is not enough to move the needle on the property taxes or budget deficit, though. So what this is saying exactly is that if we were to legalize online sports betting in Nebraska, it would generate a lot of money for us as a state. But apparently the revenue impact would not be enough to actually make a change on how much you pay for property taxes. And it also wouldn't be enough to like make a change about the budget deficit. So I'm not 110% sure where the money is going.
Gambling is kind of like a dumb idea because like it's like like you wouldn't say we should just legalize, you know, drug dealing. Like we wouldn't say we should just like legalize crack cocaine or heroin. It's not safe.
To an extent, though, right?
So what?
Like, you know, we legalize marijuana. Well, is it legalized in Nebraska? Like, we have dispensaries and stuff, right?
I don't know. I think there is a marijuana place in Lincoln. I think.
Yeah, there's tons. Like my barber place actually sells weed in the back of it. Obviously, they have like edibles and shit like that. Like
actually,
yeah, they sell. It's not like it's like a dangerous place. The people cutting my hair are not doing drugs.
It's not like it.
Corn coast. You have corn coast if you can.
So it's not like you're not like a ghetto unsafe area. No,
they have like dispensary. They have a dispensary in the back of the shop though.
It's like our school's post prom. It was like in some sketchy ghetto area of town. It was like scary. It was scary. It was scary. It was night time. It was bad rundown cities. It was just like
it's not that bad. I've been to that place before. It's not like it's not like a sketchy area. It's just like low income. There's not like a lot of like violence and anything there. It's just not a very high income place. It's nice.
So what you're saying is that low income doesn't inherently lead to violence?
Hey, maybe it does. Who knows? But it's a nice space though. There's nothing like really dangerous out there. Point is that apparently this money that you're getting from like legalizing online gambling wouldn't actually even be that much money in the end. So I'm not too sure what the point of it would be. I mean, people
the gambling businesses win. I guess. I mean,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I still think it's like bad because like it's kind of like a point I was saying earlier. Like I feel like gambling, like it's like self-destructive and harmful. And people might say, "Oh, just let people do what they want," but like, we don't do that. We don't say, "Okay, let's get rid of like self-help mental places." You know, let's just let people hurt themselves. Let's get rid of. Let's legalize crack cocaine. Like we don't say just because it's somebody is technically the only one being hurt that it's okay to get rid of. Like I just think that's dumb. I think society.
At, then? Like, do that include cigarettes and drink like alcohol then or not? Because like if you're against companies,
I am against it, but unfortunately, I guess. Actually, yeah, I guess you're right. It's a good idea. It's a good idea in practice. No,
I think you're right.
But like, unfortunately, we just can't. It doesn't work out. Like historically, the Prohibition era, it didn't really work out trying to get rid of this stuff. They illegalized drugs. They legalized gambling. People still do it. Unfortunately, still get hurt. And like technically, they're not the only ones getting hurt. Like it's not just them getting hurt. Like people close to them, their loved ones, their family, like, they're ending up as collateral damage to this too.
I think that Nora's 100% right. I think they should not legalize online sports betting in Nebraska. Personally, I get what Nora's. I get. The counter argument to that is, well, where you draw the line, obviously, with things like cigarettes and beer running around. But the counterpoint to that would be there's a lot of regulations put in place when it comes to things like cigarettes, right? You know, we have those warnings at the end of ads nowadays.
Like they legally have to like put on everything. Okay, this is like
a very dangerous thing. Product. They also have like those big, huge fuck ass warnings nowadays. That,
you learn from school. You learn like they teach you in school. Guys, don't do drugs. Don't do cigarettes. They will hurt you.
Like our society has been pretty much predisposed to understand that cigarettes are bad for you. And you should not do them for fun. They're not fun. They're not safe.
Also,
they're dangerous. And then we're allowed the access. And then once like we're of age to be making that choice, we're allowed the access to it. So I think if we start treating gambling the same way, it'd be like, hey, gambling's extremely unsafe. It is a huge pitfall trap. Like if during like health classes, you learn about the dangers of online gambling addiction. And then they make it so you have to be 21 or older to gamble in Nebraska. I would say, yeah, that's fine. The to legalize online sports betting, because at that point we understand that it's not safe to be around. You shouldn't be doing it for fun. It is purely a dangerous thing to partake in when you're alone and not going to hurt anyone around you.
Yeah, I'm always just against the idea of let people do something like it can hurt them because it's their right. It's their because right like the main argument I always do to this, because you can't really like go against it. Maybe it sounds like a gotcha point or whatever, maybe, but like for those types of people, I wonder what they think about like suicide. Should we just like get rid of that? Should we just let people kill themselves?
On the opposite side of that whole thing, right? If it's like, well, you should be allowed to do whatever you want to, should we just get rid of laws? And society is built on the back of rules, right?
they say the idea is as long as I'm not hurting other people, technically I am fine, but you're still acting as collateral, hurting people right? closest to you. And like drug dealers, like they're hurting people, you're still hurting. You're still getting hurting yourself, technically. Right? Like gambling is hurting yourself and those around you, obviously. Yeah. So it's like, well, the only people win are the sellers of these dangerous things that like profit off of people's misery.
Well, you could use it as a way to dig yourself out of poverty. Obviously, like if you're poor, you can use gambling to get out of poverty. You can make your life change. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. If anyone like ever said to me, I would blow my brain. James Rodney has said before, and I've wanted to blow his shit clean off, obviously, because it's crazy to me. But yeah, I've heard people try and like justify gambling and saying like it's like a good thing before. And I just can never understand that. I think you have
polymarket
dangerous thing to be in.
Like inside trading, like online, like they have like something called polymarket, which is just online gambling, but it's legal, quote unquote, because it's called a prediction market, so it's not considered technically gambling. I think also the president's son is the head of the business anyway, so I think that's part of it. Yeah. But you always hear like a lot about in the news, like people like getting scammed on gambling's already a scam, but like insider trading, like these politicians, like these people like that are on the inside, like they vote on the yes or no to the
lobbyists.
Like I was gonna say the lobbyists, it was like a thing like Maduro or whatever, where they found out that one of the guys in the army who was like the head of that capture voted on whether or not a capture would happen soon. Like he had insider knowledge that other people didn't have. He was like kind of cheating. Yeah, he did. That's why we know about him. Most of the time they don't.
Scary, right? You wouldn't expect like the government to out themselves as like being corrupted, I guess.
Well, see, because it's not a politician. He's just a random, he's just some guy in the army. He's the guy in the army.
It makes me wonder, like, was anyone else who was voting on that also told that information? Like, anyone else who's like, going to go on that raid, whatever it was, would they also be voting? It's probably a lot of things. Probably. Exactly, right. It's like how high up does it go?
All the politicians gamble all the time. Like people don't like insider trading for stocks, because the government, like, they make laws that affect the economy and affect how certain businesses do. So if you're gonna make a law, completely legalize, get rid of regulations for cigarettes, let every kid from the age of 12 start smoking, right now, and then you go Malibu or whatever.
You invest in Marlboro.
Marlboro, and you start investing $100,000 because you're a politician. That's
nasty, right? But they can do that. They can do that.
They could technically do that.
Scary stuff, dude. We live in a fucked up world, dude.
Legalize cocaine. Actually, no, I don't think there's any cocaine, like officially cocaine.
I don't know.
Well,
everyone knows politicians do cocaine anyway. That's the craziest thing to me, is that the Epstein files basically meant nothing. That's the craziest thing to me, is that they mean nothing in the end, because nothing ever came from it, dude.
Well, pretty much, because the only way something could happen from it is if the people holding Trump accountable, when you look at Trump, normally. He doesn't care about the criticism of people outside of his party. He only cares not even about his party. He cares about the supporters, because they're the ones who give him the power to basically do what he wants, because if all the supporters support Trump as the rightful leader, if somebody goes against Trump, a politician goes against Trump, come just saying that guy, he's bad. Don't vote for him.
It's just strange to me that nothing, there was no punishment really ever. There was no dealing of justice.
I guess it's sad.
It's just.
I guess I'm not shocked. I guess I'm not shocked. Yeah. Because I know the reasoning behind why nothing happened. So I'm not shocked. But
it was kind of just. Sad. It was depressing, I guess, to realize that it just doesn't really matter.
2028, everybody on the Epstein files gets arrested right away.
It's the people at the very top, they can do whatever they want to, really. They can just get away with it because they have
supporters,
the power.
They have supporters.
It's the world is just one big numbers game. That was really deep thought, guys. Sorry about that. It was really deep. The world is just one big number game. I just cracked the code, gang.
Sorry, guys. So we've said. We made some like crazy political takes.
So everyone already knows that too. That's something.
It's like an open secret.
What we just said, right? Was the most nothing burger, borderline, obvious thing about the world ever, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You can't change it. Obviously, it's just how the way the world works at this point. It's just kind of crazy, Moving on. Next headline: Lincoln police to increase school zone enforcement in May.
What the hell does that mean?
Apparently, they're gonna have like more police presence around school zones.
It's not bad. I personally, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's an all right.
It's mostly just for school zone traffic because a lot of kids are getting out earlier. A lot of kids are walking home.
Well, they need to keep people safe. Like if somebody is about to hit them, they pull that Harry Truman thing where they just say stop. We need that.
We do need that.
Actually, no, I hate police officers. I don't see any nuance. They're all awful, shitty. We need to get rid of all of them. Lawless, classless society.
I've always wondered. I think the ACAB movement's pretty interesting, right? I like it a lot.
What?
I think the ACAB movement's pretty interesting.
The ACAB movement?
Yeah. All cops are bad. ACAB.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
it's just too much generalization.
I think it's smart though, right? I think it's important and pertinent that a lot of people in America realize that because of who they are, they're at a higher chance of risk of being hurt by a police officer than they would if they were someone else. Like a lot of black teens out there have a higher risk of getting brutalized by a police officer.
Not us though. We're safe.
Obviously, we're safe. We're safe as hell can be. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I think that the movement itself kind of gets shit on a lot, right? Because it's like ACAB.
Well, I think it's fair. Because I think the reason why people get upset about it is because it doesn't seem like there's nuance to it. It implies all police officers a monolith. They're not their own individuals.
Well, if you do any actual
and they're all
research on
evil
what
people.
They're saying, obviously, you wouldn't think that.
Well, obviously you wouldn't, but I'm saying the people who are against that. That's why they think that. That's why.
I think it's pretty interesting, though. I think the movement itself is pretty necessary. I understand that the branding was a little extreme, obviously. I can see why it hasn't taken very much, it hasn't gotten a ton of change made because people are...
can't make change because you need change police departments and
that's not gonna happen.
We already talked about the politician thing. I can just legalize cigarettes for 12-year-olds and then bet all my money on Malibu stocks.
But yeah, I personally I think the ACAB move is important, but I worry that it will never make any actual difference in the world, which scares me. Which means things will be the same for my children. It's not great. My greatest wish as a father is for my children to grow up in a world better than the one I lived in. Not to say I struggle every day, obviously, but I want positive change for people to come after me. Very deep as a 17-year-old boy who will never have sex with a woman in his life, obviously. Yep. Don't agree with me.
He'll just adopt a random child off the streets like Batman. He'll be like Batman. He'll just find Robin with me. Then you'll train him.
Honestly, yeah. Future me, go for an Asian toddler off the streets. Go grab one. Go good with it. Make it work. But yeah, just the whole Lincoln police thing is just to make sure that people aren't speeding in the school zone, so it's safe for children to walk home. Nothing too crazy. Moving on to next headline. That's against
my rights. I should be able to speed and hit any children as I want.
Actually, there was that one guy last year.
You're lying.
There was a guy last year who was running a red light and speeding in a school zone near Roper on a motorcycle who died. He was a teenager, remember? He was a friend of Olive Epps. He was. Yeah, it was depressing. He's around our age, I think. He was on a motorcycle. He had a helmet on. He was speeding through a school zone and just crashed. Very dark stuff.
Very sad.
Oh yeah. But I mean, again, he was
so obviously never go on motorcycles ever. No nuance, nuance, none of the context behind it. Just ban motorcycles completely. I don't know what
caused the crash, honestly, because he was speeding. But I don't know what caused the actual accident. Probably just a slick road. I guess. That's the scariest way to die, if you ask me. Just losing all control of your life in a second.
It's instant.
I don't know, cause it's for a moment, right? You're gonna be flying through the air. You realize that you can't control your body anymore. You're at the whims of the world, and that fear in your heart probably it scares the hell out of you. That realization that you can't do anything about your situation, that you're going to die, hits you like a truck. I'm sure in the last moments. I don't know. That's how I felt, at least when I got in my car crash. That's pretty cool though. Back when I was in my car crash, I was pretty sick about it. That's pretty cool.
But he wasn't a big car, so he was safe.
I was in a tank of a car. My dad's car back when I crashed it. Huge. That baby was massive, like a tank. Moving on. UNL Gender and Sexuality Center to close and services to relocate.
What does that mean?
Essentially,
are they getting rid of gender studies thing?
No, what it was apparently was that they had a LGBTQ plus IA center and women's center in UNL. And for some reason, the center is closing down its offices at the union, and they're moving. And while certain services will be like offered still, they will move to different locations. Well, they had a sexual wellness service, which will be moved to the. They had a sexual wellness service, which will be moved to the University Healthcare Center, and the literature will be moved to the library. But everything else will shift to the student culture and community area. However, there is no reason given as to why exactly this is happening.
I mean, Nebraska's a public college, and Nebraska, it's a red state. They probably don't like. They probably like pressure to like pull funding or whatever if they don't change that.
They're still offering the services, obviously.
Yeah, they still offer it, but they got rid of the actual like place technically. Yeah, so technically it's a victory. You can call it a victory if you like say you got rid of it, and
I think it's harder. It's harder transitioning help there, but I think they're gonna get rid of that.
Also, it's gonna be hard for people, I guess, to do that.
There's a lot of stuff happening here, but I mean, for the most part, it seems like most services that are like crucial, like wherever someone decides is crucial, will be offered still. Moving on, next one, Lancaster County changes polling locations for over 9,000 voters ahead of the May primary election. So essentially, we just got gerrymandered.
Damn, that sucks. People are gonna like wonder where the hell is it, and they can't vote.
Yeah, 9,000 of the 207,000 voters eligible to vote in the upcoming election have gotten like the voting boxes moved. Apparently, it looks like they're actually a lot farther away than where they originally were, which is very interesting to me.
Isn't our high school, technically voting location?
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah, I think.
Also, interestingly, they seem to be mostly areas that are majority low income. It looks like, I believe.
Oh, I see it. They don't want the
where's Wysong Elementary?
I think it's like those low income people tend to kind of like vote like.
Who knows, frankly?
Blue. I think that.
I don't know. Is that true? Well, we look where the Wysong Elementary is. Like one of them is the Sauer Church, which is downtown, I believe, and then one of them is the Colonial Heights Apartments, which is being moved to the Zion Church. One of them is Wysong Elementary, which is being moved to the Youth for Christ Lincoln area, and then one is also the Northeast Senior Center, which is not a high income area. I mean, which is not a low income area. So I don't know why they're. Oh, actually, they're actually moving the Northeast Center to Havelock, like the Havelock place.
The sketchy place we went to, the scary place.
Which is low income. I guess they're moving it out of a high income place to a low income place. So I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Wait, wouldn't that be a good?
I mean, yeah.
More low income people have access to it.
I think we can do mail-in ballots though in Nebraska, so I don't think it really would matter that much, right? You can just do mail-in ballot and call it good enough.
I thought Trump was trying to get rid of that.
Yeah, I think Nebraska has them legalized still, though.
Oh wait, no, because the president can't do anything about that. Like the voting laws technically are made up to each state.
Yeah.
So
it's a federal thing?
No,
it's not federal. Sorry, it's not federal.
It goes bottom to top, not top
to
bottom.
Yeah. You right, homie. You right. But yeah. Looks like I guess it won't matter too much if we can do mail-in ballots still, but they're just making some movements, So stay educated, people. If you want to vote, stay educated. Make sure you know what you're doing, obviously.
Stay on top of how to vote,
It's important stuff.
Make sure you're registered, gang.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is kind of pressing, actually. Someone, just no gender given, no name given, is currently in the hospital of Southwest Omaha after cutting themselves severely. Like an attempted suicide kind of thing. Very depressing. A caller reported a disturbance at an apartment complex near 114th and Harrison Street, over in Omaha, Nebraska. And the caller had verbally intervened and told people in the parking lot. Oh my God. Okay. No, sorry. Okay. This is actually really interesting. So apparently it was happening in the parking lot, out in the public area, instead of having
and nobody did anything.
Well, one person called the police. Called services, obviously, and got them taken to the hospital. But from the story being told here, there's a whole bunch of people in the parking lot who are watching it happen who aren't
bystander. Holy shit, bystander effect, bro. Actually, bystander. Wait, anybody's watching this, nobody gets influenced. Actually, Rodney, clip this, clip this, and post it everywhere. Don't be a bystander. They say this in school all the time, but do not be a bystander. Don't think, okay, I don't have to worry about doing anything. Someone else will. If everybody thinks that way, nobody gets help. Always, be that one who speaks up, be that one who helps, Be the change you want to see in the world.
There's a lot happening here. Apparently, there's also a struggle, and the person who called 911 armed himself with a knife and then stabbed somebody else in an effort to remove him from the apartment. There's a lot happening here. Obviously. Point is that someone was bleeding out in a parking lot and no one called the police until the person who called and stabbed somebody else did. And then just only one person went to the hospital, apparently. But the person who got stabbed is person who was cutting is currently in the hospital in stable condition. So, I guess good things can happen. Or bad things can happen. I don't understand what's happening here. I don't understand the story too much. I don't really care either. But yeah, that's everything I had today. Actually, so everything I had in the podcast to-do list. I just let's
go react to some more comments.
I can't though. I can't. My phone's being used over there. I can't go on TikTok on my school shitty computer, obviously, because this thing sucks dick. Obviously, what we're going to do about that? Oh, we can go back over old shit, I guess, if you want to.
No, I don't. No, we can't do that. Logan neo-Nazi.
Neo-Nazi.
The grape guy wants to kill all poor people. We already know what's going on.
I can't even go back and I can't even open up my Google Drive anymore or my Google Docs because the Wi-Fi in this place fucking sucks like dick, and I can't do anything about that. It's just like whatever. I'm in a hell am I making? This is great. Well,
should we just cancel it early?
No. We can go. No, we want to talk about. We don't have anything prepared. It's just off the rip, raw. What's on Nora Weir's mind right now?
Today, this is not interesting. This is boring as hell, But today,
it's a rainy day outside.
Today, earlier this morning, I saw a bunny. It was like
that's fun. Bunny. That's fun.
I saw two. It was like crazy. It was like a tsundere. I think it's like mating season. So I think
is it mating season already?
Oh, it is. I think it's during spring.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was like two bunnies. I think one was male, one was female.
They
were just like. Oh yeah, gay bunny.
Could be any kind of bunny.
Wait, Yowie, Yuri, bunny, Yowie, Yuri.
I'm gonna draw Yowie Yuri bunny tonight, and I'll have to obviously.
Okay.
Moving on. You were saying, Nora?
Oh, it's not that. It was kind of like interesting, I saw. So yeah, like the male bunny just kept rubbing his his back.
That's cute.
Across the female.
That's cute.
And rubbing his head on the back, and then the. Just kept like she left, and then she came back.
Oh,
it was like a tsundere. No, it was like that.
She's playing.
It's like the tsundere anime rom-com where they're like I sound like I like you or anything, and then just have like emotionally stunted people who most of the problems and the conflicts from the episode in the show are caused by their inability to be able to talk to each other, and the female character for some reason she's like always like kind of like unfairly rude, unfairly rude,
large thighs and hips. Obviously,
I get.
Can't forget that part. Necessary part of design.
Okay, yeah, unfairly rude,
high school
jackass,
high school age. Can't forget the high
school. It's always high school. Apparently, in Japan, life is shitty after high school, so that's why they make high school.
That's interesting to me. I didn't realize that.
That's why all of the main animes are focused on like. High school. That's apparently like their peak of their life.
I always assumed it was kind of the same thing we do in in America, where most of the cartoons are made for like more younger audiences. So they'll have younger audiences, like teen audiences, obviously. So have like them in high school, middle school ages, because that's the main audience. But apparently, anime is consumed by all ages in Asia, but they just focus mostly on the high school age.
Because that's the best times of their life.
Yeah,
so sad.
And I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I was getting into like a crazy thing like critiquing, tsundere like rom-com animes.
I just think a lot of hate for that online.
It deserves it. I've
never actually seen one before. I've never watched like a single tsundere. I haven't really read one either.
The first anime I ever watched, it was like a random Crunchyroll ad on YouTube Shorts. And I was like, oh my gosh. They got me. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like so lovey-dovey. I need to like watch this peak, cute like edit, and then it's like. And then I watched it. It's like actually just like kind of shitty. It's like two emotionally stunted people who don't know how to talk or communicate with each other. So that's what causes 90% of the conflicts. They overreact. They overreact over everything. Everything's dragged out. Every episode is just like a reset. Nothing changes.
Now,
the female character, she's like
she breast boobly around.
She's like always like kind of like. Unfairly rude and harassing the male character for laughs. The male character, he's like so emotionally stunted.
Did you watch Miss Nagatoro?
He's also kind of sometimes weirdly like.
Did you watch Miss Nagatoro?
What?
Miss Nagatoro, is that what you watched?
Yeah, I watched that once.
Yeah.
But I've seen another anime.
I didn't watch it, but I've seen Ferguson told me about it like a while ago.
Shitty anime. Well,
I think Ferguson liked it. I think Ferguson liked it.
Actually, I thought about because honestly I thought about it like. The thing that like the lovey-dovey like few like interactions that like, would get all the cute edits, all that. I would watch that. I'd be like, oh my gosh, anime's peak.
Yeah.
Then I actually thought about it. I realized nothing ever fucking happens. 90% of the conflicts are caused by emotionally stunted people who can't talk to each other. The female character's always like unfair, like rude, judgmental for no reason. It's just like doing like that weird like I don't know that I like you or anything because you can't fucking like speak directly. The male character's like he's kind of just like
he's a cock.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and it's like.
Wait, so what's like your ideal romance anime? Like, what's your perfect love story?
I guess the love story is like the one where it doesn't just like blue ball me, like it's just like wait, like the entire time is just wasting my time having to like spend most of the time just characters not like getting together, and like I suspect this is because Japanese anime writers can't write an actual like happy couple or whatever, so they just like spend waste of time just like them doing nothing, and then they kiss like at the end of the episode, at the end of the series, and that's it. Like there's no like they talk, they get together, all lovey-dovey moments, all the peak stuff. No, it's nonsense where they're like two emotionally stunted people are annoying and like rude to one another and like weird. It's dumb. It's dumb.
In my experience, the best like romance stories are ones that are pretty like well rooted in reality, where it feels like it could be believable. I guess either that or it has to fully embrace a fucked up believable version of it, right?
No,
I've read some very weird like romance stories. I've read some very strange like adult romance stories, and I like these like really weird plot lines where they'll have like the two characters who are like in love. Okay, they'll have sex, right? They'll have crazy sex. I'm like, wow, this sex was so good. I don't actually like you or anything, but it's like a casual sex thing. So we're gonna go on dates. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna say I love you during sex, but afterwards we're gonna say we're just friends, obviously. That's all it was. It would infuriate me.
Was it like an anime like about this where everybody clowns it?
I don't know. What show could it be?
It was like Rent a Girlfriend. It was basically the exact thing that you and me have been arguing about. It has every single issue and problem, bro.
True. I feel like the best ones have to either be rooted in reality or they have to be so crazy fucked up that it interests me in the plot. Like if it's like, a woman falls in love with her crazy 6'10" stalker boyfriend with a huge dick. I'm like, wow, I don't care at all. That's more I've seen like these gay spaces online throwing around the word het slop. I don't know what that
hetero. Hetero slop. It's like the Yuri Yaoi thing. Like Yuri X. Wait, no. Wait, Yuri. Yuri X Yaoi. X Yaoi
equals het slop. I was like, whoa, that's wild. I've read some books that are like romance books. The worst category of book in the world is dark romance. Never ever forget that. Dark romance, straight dark romance, gay dark romance, Yuri dark romance. Dog shit, okay? There's not a single one out there that's worth your reading. Never ever read it, okay? Because the majority of them, right, are like that weird 6'10" stalker boyfriend with a really deep voice fucks his girlfriend with a knife, and it's like, wow, that's really cool. It's head slop.
It's weird. Fucking like stories, bro.
No, it can be weird if it wants to be, but it's only weird in a way that makes a man really, really strong. It makes a woman like really, really weirdly indefensible.
I think
nothing but slop characters.
I've heard a lot of those books tend to be like written by women. Actually,
yeah.
I think it's like
it's porn. They love porn.
It's a fetish.
That's what it is. A fetish. That's fine. I don't mind fetish work, right? But I don't want to see people like.
I mean,
fetish work is fine.
You've been like arguing about how you hate.
No,
like
it's low tier quality slop. No,
you can make low tier slop.
You can make fetish if you want to.
I mean, you basically arguing about like but you're arguing about the thing like like the male character like it's just like weirdly dominating the feeling.
That's
like,
insane,
like,
right?
That's the fetish.
But it has to be a well-written story. It has to be well-written stories that aren't like just made purely for the sex. At that point, just go on like a weird like fanfiction website.
Don't make a book. Just goon.
But I feel like if you're gonna write a story, if you want to write sex,
I think they're making books so he can goon to it.
Yeah, if you want to like write sex, just like make a smut book. Why waste my fucking time with the story? That's not worth reading?
That is what it is, though.
Yeah, but why make a shitty story surrounding the sex if the only reason why you wrote it was for the sex in the first place? I don't understand why waste my fucking time. I read a story, right? It was a crazy story. It was about like a robot who fell in love with like a man, and the robot had like a weird thing for like blood or whatever. It was very they would like cut each other. It was insane. I was shocked by the story, right? I was blown away. It was an interesting plot. It had like a crazy, interesting like idea that it worked with. It wasn't like just like a 10-foot fucking tall man rapes his 5'2" girlfriend when he breaks into her house and binds her. There's a book, right, called like Lights Out or some shit. Like the cover is like a blue skull with like crossbones on it, and it is like the craziest nothing burger slop book ever. But the rape scenes are crazy, and the woman who wrote it popped the fuck off for it. I don't understand what she was doing.
Bro, it's because she had a fetish. She was trying to goon.
But it's like, why write a story and make these fucking characters if it's just for the sex? Right? It's like, what's the point? Why make this? I wonder what the point of the story is. And then people were popping off about it. It's like, well, it's just like a little quality slop. But yeah. Dark romance is bad. Don't read dark romance.
Don't read it. It's just nothing burger, low quality, gooner slop. But if you don't make these types of books. just goon to yourself online.
If you want to make an interesting story that has like a crazy dark twist to it, that's like a romance, then do that. But you have to like fully commit to it at least, right? Don't just like make like a really tall guy fucks a small girl, because that's gonna piss me off. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm
done with this weird fetish.
I don't even mind. I don't mind that.
You do. You do mind.
It's low quality slop.
You might, but you've been saying you're against the fetish thing though.
I've read like interesting fetish things, right? But if you want to make a girl like really small and tiny, make a guy like really big and muscly and hairy, at least write an interesting story for Ryan so I can read through it. Because otherwise,
like,
it's just
what do you mean interesting? Like,
I don't know. Make it like the girl is like a really hard-working, independent woman, and she does not like this guy at all.
But then that's just rape. Yeah, that's rape.
That's why it's like a dark romance, right? Like, make sure the story itself understands it's meant to like, be a dark romance. It's not trying to like endorse this kind of romance, obviously, but it's an interesting plot, right? So this woman does not like him at all, but like her mind like, is broken down by the story, obviously, and she breaks at the end of it. That'd be interesting, right? It's like an interesting story objectively. It'd be like a decent plot too. But instead, all I get is like this tiny girl who's like, oh, I'm really strong and independent, but I also want this big hairy man to fuck me really hard, my pussy, and say whatever. Who cares? Mom, I'm sorry for that part, by the way. I know you read those books. I don't know why you read them.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. I've read my mom's books before. She has like these murder mystery books I've read sometimes by Colleen Hoover or whoever. No, honestly, Colleen Hoover writes slop, but she doesn't write sexually, so I'll take that. Or she writes slop, but it's not like rapey slop, which is okay with me. I can get behind that.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
What do we talk about now?
I don't know. I've realized people online hate fan fiction, I guess. I never actually.
Because they hate it for the same reason we talk about why we hate it. Like, these are technically fan fiction books we hate.
True. That is true, right? So should we bomb fan fiction?
Yes.
Should just bomb it all?
Yes.
Should they say no more?
No more.
But yeah. What else do I want to say? Something with people online I could probably think of. I give like a minute.
The amazing digital circus.
Have you watched before? Is that good?
No, I didn't watch. No. Okay. I heard about some random fucking like.
Oh yeah, Goosebush said neg. Like there's like some girl said nega like 7 years ago.
They just said jokes that we say all the time.
They said nega 10 years ago.
These people who have no life, no interesting stuff to talk about. They just see this stuff and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it sucks." I heard that they made a response where they talked like as if
apologized.
But they talked about it like as if it was like some fucking Hitler syndrome.
Dude, apparently what happened, right, was like 7 years ago. Apparently, they're like the main like a voice actor was playing like Jackbox.
Wait, we played that.
They're playing Jackbox, right? And they said nigga, and the joke was like, "Oh, something you're saying nigga. That's so crazy. You're saying nigga. Oh, nigga. Oh, it's so funny." It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. I've seen the clip. It's not funny at all. It's like a low tier quality slops joke, obviously. But for some reason, these people online are popping off over it. These nothing burger slop people online are like she said nigga 7 years ago. It's like, well, it wasn't funny. It wasn't a funny joke in the first place, right?
No, see, not making a funny joke is actually literally a crime. It's like basically the same as Hitler.
Might as well be. But it was crazy to me, right? If it had been funny, maybe I'd be like, okay, maybe it's not. But it wasn't even that bad. It said nigga. It sounded like they said nigga. Who cares? That was 7 years ago. They'll probably be over it.
Nothing, bro.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that people like will go back, go back over your history from like 10 to 15 years ago and dig up like the most like nothing burger sloppy said ever.
We hate cancel culture. Just like how we said we don't like gambling. We don't like encouraging suicide. We don't like big cigarette. We don't like big education. We don't like anime, rom-com, tsundere, weird shit.
I like really weird stuff. Okay, I like stories that take a really weird turn. I like a really cool, interesting plot to them. I think that's really fun. But
I like action adventures that have a narrative focus that are like have interesting characters.
Honestly, if you have a story, right, and it's written like shit, okay, and the characters are horrible and the dialogue is corny and it's bad, but the general like idea of the plot is interesting enough, I will stick with it for sure. I think originality is like the one thing I value the most in like creative works, honestly. If I can like find like a work that's purely like a really original concept,
this guy hates anything.
That was a really boring nothing burger.
This is a peak episode.
This is like a really like chill episode. I feel like it wasn't very screamy or anything crazy. But we just like, well, I'm gonna call
because
it.
I'm no longer yelling.
I'll call it the current event video. I think like what's happening in the world today of James King.
Goodbye, gang.
Goodbye. Well, I say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and let me be the first.
Good. Thank you for
watching.
Good night.
what does Truman say in the movie again? Like, if I don't see you later, have a good morning, good afternoon, and have a good night.
Good night. And in case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Goodbye.
Title card.
No, play music.
All in the